Shout out to Kopish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
Keep all the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that guy. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kopish.
Good evening, lovely people. Hope you're well. First and foremost, my internet's been a bit choppy, so apologies if anything goes wrong and I've got to jump out and drift. That's a heads up for you as well. Apologies in advance if anything goes crazy. But let's be honest, it can't really get much crazier than it is right now. What are we, 11:15? Flipping, getting ready to go bed. I put my do-rag on and everything. I was ready to tuck in for the night. And then boom, FSG have withdrawn from the European Super League. So Drift, I'm just going to start off by reading the official quote, yeah? So just bear me one moment. So Liverpool Football Club statement, and it reads as follows. Liverpool Football Club can confirm that our involvement in the proposed plans to form a European Super League has been discontinued. In recent days, the club has received representation from various key stakeholders, both internally and externally, and we would like to thank them for their valuable contributions. Do you mind if I go first on this, Drew?
Yeah, but just first, let's just say it's also been a great night. Justice for George Floyd, getting that brother in that jailhouse now. You know what I'm saying? Can't ever bring the man back, but justice was served today. So,
and you know what? On that as well, let's hope that's the beginning of something as well, and not just a one-off situation. Let's hope that police officers and people in general don't think they can do certain things and get away with it now.
Yeah, let's just hope that is actually the key to it for real, bro. That right now they realize that when you're about to kill somebody, there could be a ramification, and there could actually be, you know what I mean? So you need to think about what you're doing and realize that's a life, that's a human being standing in front of you. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Right there. And I saw in the news it says something like 78 people have died. Black Americans have died just during the trial from police killing them. So it's like, hold on, you got one of your fellow guys who's getting tried and you're still not even holding back. Okay. You really don't care, do you? You really don't care.
For real.
Like, you know what I mean? So
yeah.
So I just needed to get out as well because
more than needs to be said. Let's talk about the matter at hand. Drift, I'm gonna go first, and usually, you know, I'm the one on here who kind of toes the line and plays devil's advocate and tries not to get overly emotional and tries to be as politically correct as possible. I'll be honest, I'm tired, I'm annoyed. I don't think that Callum's going to be existing tonight. I'm going to say exactly what's on my mind, and I'm going to see where it falls in it. These owners, these dirty, stinking owners, did what they did, didn't have the class to even do a statement when it first happened, didn't have the class to do a statement after it's happened, didn't have the class to apologize for their wrongdoings, said it's to do with internal and external stakeholders. We've got sponsorship deals going, we've got fans in disarray, didn't have the class to tell the players or the manager, didn't have the class to communicate with fans or take into consideration how us as fans would feel, didn't take into consideration how the community around the football stadium in Liverpool, the community in general in Liverpool, the fans across the world, didn't take any of that into consideration because those greedy bastards wanted to line their pockets. I've said it here many times and I've criticized FSG loads of times. And every time I've done it, it's either been some people agree, some people disagree, which is absolutely fine. But every time we've done it and criticized FSG, we've brought proof to the table. Yeah? Tonight, these bastards show that they're cowards. And one thing I hate about people is cowards. If I do something wrong, I stand up and I'm counted for. I will say I am wrong. I will apologize and I will hope whoever I've done something wrong to finds it in their heart to forgive me. If they don't forgive me, I've got to shoulder that for the rest of my life and I've got to deal with that. If they forgive me, I've got to make amends. They couldn't even come out of their stupid yacht or mansion or wherever the hell they are and apologize for the embarrassment that they have brought on this club. Shankly's grandson wanted a statue of him taken down. Henderson's had to come out. Klopp's had to face the media. All of our players have had to come out. And these bastards hide behind whoever they hide behind. Get them out of this club right now. I do not want any involvement of those bastards around our club. I hate those guys. And I don't use the word hate a lot. I hate those guys for what they've done and what they continue to do to the club that I've grown up loving. They ain't taking this club away from us as fans. And I swear to God, I will fight tooth and nail to make sure these lot are out and that we get our club back. This is our club. You'll Never Walk Alone is not conspired by them. These lot try to trademark the name Liverpool, a flipping city name. You try to trademark it for money. LA. Something that we as Liverpool fans sing proud when we're dominating Europe. You try to trademark that to make money off it. All you see us is a cash grab. You know what? Grab this dick and piss off. Done with him. Done with him. Absolutely done. Drift, the floor is yours, bro.
Thermo, you completely caught me off guard with that closing statement.
Done with him. Get him out. Get him out now. Get him out now. I want them out by the morning.
Bruv, there ain't even
out by the morning.
There ain't even anything else I can like, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, you just.
Do you remember when we did the video about furlough and there was backlash about the furlough? Oh well, if you want players, they've got no. You're dealing with people's livelihoods. Did you furlough yourself? Of course not, because that wouldn't be the right thing to do, is it? You got to line yourself with money, innit? And this isn't even an American thing before people get on a high horse. I'm not saying the word American because you know what? There's owners from all across the world who are dodgy. But it just happens to be our owners are American. But you see these lot, yeah? These lot came in over 10 years ago. And when they came in, they tried to be hunky-dory, say, yep, we want to listen to the fans, we want to do this, we want to do that. You don't listen to us. You're trying to be dictators. You run into the wrong set of fans. We don't play that round here. Take that somewhere else. You are dealing with the wrong set of fans. We are different. We will take you to the cleaners. This is Liverpool. We're different. Try that over in America with the Red Sox and all that. You bring that to Liverpool, you're going to get a whole different situation. We are different. Leave us be and go off and sell us, make your money. Since you want money so much, sell us, make your money, and don't come back. And don't tell me you delivered us Champions League and Premier League. Klopp did that. Mugs.
Yeah, you know what? Before I talk, let's get through the super chats. Let's see what the people have to say, man.
Let's do it. Michael Johnson, big up my bros. Massive Arsenal protest on Friday, 6 p.m. Time for these selfish Americans to leave. Good on Arsenal for doing that, and good on the fans for doing that as well. Zlatan Ibra, Cal and Drifty should out. Congrats, we feel vindicated. Oh yeah, FSG out. No more apologies anymore. Time for the 50+1 rule. Yeah, we need to take ownership back of our clubs now. This is proving it. We need to take ownership back.
But you know what? Ain't it ironic? That's what I was saying to you earlier. Remember when I was saying about how the Germans
tweeted
don't
it last
play?
night. Yeah, I tweeted it last night. There's a reason Bayern ain't in this. There's a reason Bayern ain't in this.
And you want to know something? You see French people don't have a bother even. I got a feeling that's why PSG knew there weren't even any point getting involved, because those French people, they don't rant, but they riot even when the government tries to tell them things they don't like, they move. So that might be why PSG realized it's best they stay.
Shout out to Conroy. We've got a couple more super chats. Spare me a moment, guys. Eric 22B. We all know it's Klopp who will come out and say sorry. They can just F off back to the USA now and stay there. FSG out. Michael Ramsey. Justice was never served because all three cops are alive. Flip the coin around. If it was a black man that killed a cop, would he be killed? You know what, Michael? Facts. That is a conversation for a different day, but absolute facts. Nothing but facts there, Michael. Couple more super chats. These lot got me saying naughty words on camera and everything.
Yeah, no. God, I hope Mumsy's asleep now.
Yeah, if Mumsy's not asleep, I am in trouble tomorrow. I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna be a long day tomorrow if Mumsy's
Callum.
Me did bring you up better than that. Kadir Hussein, anyone FSG can go to #FSG out. Kadir, I hear that. I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna say if you're still FSG in, go and educate yourself. That's what I'm gonna say. Go and educate yourself and tell us why you're FSG in. And with all due respect, I'm going to rip your arguments to shreds. So if we want to have that conversation,
also ask yourself why you kept on giving us shit when we were saying that we didn't want FSG to be here anymore. I've been telling people about love. Yeah, this is love, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, for real. We've been saying this for a while now. Mansour, Captain Hendo, Britain has taken out Hydra owners. It's a reference to Marvel there. Mohammed, these Americans need to keep their franchise BS out of our club. It's time to copy the German model. Absolute disgraceful. FSG out. Facts. 1975 Jamrock. I respect FSG for what they tried to do. You want Mbappe and Haaland, but you want the owners to go in debt and not find the revenue stream. Can't have it both ways. UEFA didn't want to enforce FFP. I completely disagree with United 75 Jamrock. With all due respect, and you've been a great supporter of our channel, etc. But I completely disagree with that. There's ways around what if we want Mbappe and Haaland, which I think we're well within our rights to. We should be able to get those without having to be corrupt and morally incorrect. That's like me saying I want to get a Ferrari, but I don't mind who I step on or whose lives I damage to make it happen. No, there's ways you go around it. They're wrong. They're completely wrong. So yeah, with all due respect, 1975 Jamrock, completely disagree. Kamal waited for the Chauvin verdict. Shameful. #FSG out. Facts. Slyros one. Feel proud to be part of this channel. We saw that what FSG were, but not even to this extent. Henry on a yacht now, looking at the lawsuit Perez gonna file. Good. I hope he gets a lawsuit. I really hope he gets a lawsuit, and I hope
I'm hearing it's
£100
million for brilliant. Everyone who, or dollars or whatever. No, we'll get to that though, because it's not brilliant for us if they're still our owners, but I will get to that.
Yeah, well, hopefully they won't be our owners for much longer. Pimp in distress. Respect to Kopish. FSG's deceit is on another level. Check this. The decisions taken about last summer's and Jan's spending were all taken knowing that they were going to shaft us and chase £8 billion. Facts. Everything's making sense. Even the Redbird thing now. All making sense now. They've not just done this just on a whim. They've been planning this behind the scenes. They're dirty, evil people. Michael Ramsey, FSG forever. Klopp out ASAP. Klopp has lost it like Jose. Yeah, Michael, you're trolling now. You're trolling. Mansour, I think there needs to be punishments for the clubs. We'll get to that as well. I'll get to that as well. Zlatan, oh yeah, Bayern and Borussia have the 50+1. Guess what? Tickets are cheaper for both clubs. Facts.
And if you show your game ticket, you're allowed to get on the train to travel to the match for free. Do you know what they do in England? They triple the train fare on match days, bro. Triple the train fare on match days. Now I know that isn't the club, but that's what I'm saying. In England, look how everybody just tries to eat and take liberties with the regular man. You know how much it is for a train? Well, you do, Carl. You know how much it is for from London to Liverpool is around £40 on a regular normal day. It's £110 to £120 on a match day.
Yeah.
Madness, bro.
Laser LFC says justice was served for George Floyd today. Facts. FSG can get the. Can you do this bit for me? I can't keep on saying naughty words, Drew. I might actually see this. Go on, Drew.
Said FSG get the blood clot, Ross class ultimate club. Snaky owners. They can never ever be trusted.
They've never been trusted. If you look at what their history is, you can't trust them. M to the O, deep dish. Us man have loved the club since diapers. Watched us go through Hodgson, dead football, but I've never been embarrassed to be a fan until now. Facts, M to the O. Nerd beats. Don't let the heat get off the Premier League and UEFA. Facts again, and FIFA. Because you know what I've seen this week? I've seen the Premier League. I've seen FIFA. I've seen all these different personalities come out and say, "Oh, the game's going," and this is disgusting. And what about football? Where was this energy when Kamara was getting racially abused? Where was this energy when Anton Ferdinand was getting racially abused? And shout out to Patrick Bamford, who called it out yesterday as well. Where was all this energy? Because it took UEFA 3 weeks to come back with a response for the whole camera thing, but it took them less than 3 hours to come up with stuff to deal with all of this. So UEFA, FIFA, Premier League, on to you now. You guys think that you guys are in the clear? It's not.
You want to know what as well, though? Just to actually keep the energy fair both ways. I think there's quite a lot of people that need to feel the energy on the racism thing as well, because I think protests should have been done in the same way that we protested this to get the justice for the racism. And I don't think enough energy was put in. And I know a lot of it ends up being because you kind of feel like it's going to go by the wayside because we've tried and nothing's ever happened. But I still feel like you can't stop trying. So the energy level should have been the same, because it means just as much, if not more, to stop that from happening. We're talking about hundreds of years of injustice there. That's way more than a football situation. Do you know what I'm saying? So.
Facts, Drift. Got a couple more super chats. So Pimping the Stress continued. They don't care how we perform this year because they were looking at the ESL. Disgusting. Facts. Got one here. Sorry, Drift. Bear with me 1 sec.
Yeah, no problem.
Gang and Deep said, guys, one moment in the game where no, that wasn't from today. Sly Ross one. Joel Glazer was on the LFC statement. Henry is a coward. Yep. To hear Koreshi, FSG out regardless. The speaker, Henderson isn't just Liverpool's captain. He's captain of all captains. The guy is a true embodiment of Liverpool, and I want him to stay forever. Facts.
Do I need to even talk about my captain, Cal? Do I even need to talk about my captain? Man, I told everyone he's built different. He's Jordan fucking Henderson. I told man he's built different. No one don't hear it. No one's not ready for this captain. No one's not ready for Jordan Henderson. What did I say, bro? I said he's the best captain in world football. Man, them look at me sideways like I'm talking out my ass. When is it gonna I'm hoping now it resonates with people. You know what I mean? Because I feel like there were certain people who just didn't get it. That man right there, Jordan Henderson, bro. Jordan Henderson, man. I'm telling you, man.
Pass Fad says justice for George. FSG out. Premier League 50+1 system needs to come in. Pastor says, if anyone is still on the fence about FSG, I don't think they have any business supporting this club. Sly Ross 1, what about LeBron, the so-called Liverpool fan, coward 2? To hear Koreshi, FSG wanting to rename our Champions League trophies as a Super League trophies. FSG out. Pack your bags and leave our club. You're not wanted here. Bye-bye. Sharif, rather be in Europa League for the next 30 years than 1 year in the Super League. 1975 Jamrock. Actually, I'd like you to elaborate on the other ways. I can do that. Zed Malik, thank you for your super chat. Theo Woods LFC, big up Kopish. Trust says, now I know why FSG bought Ben Davis as an emergency centre back. they were saving for ESL nonsense.
First of all, yeah, on that whole punishing thing, here's the wickedest, guys. We are the ones who get punished. The players, Henderson, Klopp, they're the ones who get punished, guys, if they throw fines, point deduction, whatever it is. Why should we have to bear the brunt? Like, honestly, why should we have to bear the brunt? That ain't fair. That ain't fair. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I totally get that there should be a repercussion to all of the owners for trying to do this, but we have to understand now that they still represent us. So if a punishment gets dished on them in any footballing way, we get punished. Why should we be punished? Why should we start next season with some form of punishment or whatever it is? They'll probably just kind of feel like they got away with one. Do you know what I mean? The punishment needs to be towards the owners themselves. And you see that fine?
Facts.
That fine should be something they've even got to pay out of their own pocket.
Yeah.
They shouldn't be allowed to use club money to pay that fine, because all they'll do is then turn around and be like, there's no budget. Because this is what I was saying to you,
sorry to cut you, Drift. Ali A has said, no, Drifty, the Premier League said the owners will get the punishment, not the club. FSG will leave because of it, that he reckons.
I'm all for it then.
Yeah,
I'm all for it, because why should we get punished?
Throw the book at him.
Why should we get punished? And this is what I was saying to you earlier, Cal. If they do remain our owners, it is going to be a cold summer. Because after this, they're going to turn their back on us even more than they were already looking to anyway. If we thought the transfer window was going to be cold, bruv.
It's always a cold summer with these lot unless we sell someone. So
no, I hear that, but bruv, I'm talking about real cold.
Well, bruv, it can't get much colder than this. You know, bun them, bruv. I don't care about them, bruv. I don't care what they.
No, I'm thinking about us, bruv. I'm saying if they remain our owners, they are going to punish us for what has happened. Like, whether we like it or not, they are still in control of the club, bruv. They are going to punish us now for all of it. Do you get what I mean? And I know, I agree. Find a buyer and get out. But finding a buyer ain't going to be as easy as you think. The club's worth 1.6 billion. It ain't that easy. Like, this isn't just magically all of a sudden they're just going to go. They're going to want their money and they're not going to leave unless they get every penny they feel they deserve and what the club is worth. Where do we find the owner who's willing to pay 1.6 billion, Cal?
There are people out there who will pay it for Liverpool.
I hope there are.
No, there are.
I hope so.
And again, I get why you're worried, but do you know what? In a weird way, Drift, this might actually make it easier for us to sell, because they actually will have to sell. So yeah, they're going to still want money and they're going to make a profit on what they bought us for, but they have a reason to sell now. And we as fans have a reason to want them out as well. This is going to turn into a saga, and I don't think they're going to want that.
And then you've got to flip it on, like I said to you earlier on as well, bro. You see how they blocked the Saudis from taking over Newcastle? Now, after their Premier League being put at risk with this, bro, do you know how difficult it will now be for an owner to come in and buy out? The Premier League are gonna put them through the ringer to make sure that they don't end up having any kind of way they can move like this, bro. So all I'm saying is, even though I'm completely with you all on FSG, come on, I've been FSG out for time. It ain't about that. I'm just trying to come a bit level-headed here with the realism of, like, how does it happen though? Like, let's not feel like this is just going to happen quickly. I don't feel like this is going to happen quick. I think this is going to be a drawn out. This is going to be like a fucked up divorce. You know that? You know when you see the stories about them, they're mad. Who keeps the kids? Who keeps the yard? How much money did you make while you were with me? What do you owe me? You know, all of that mad, messy divorce. That's what this is gonna be, bro. Like, I'm not up for this ride, but this ride is gonna be messy, bro.
I am. I'm up for it. I'm up for the fight. It's
gonna be messy, bro. You there, bro?
For any fight they want to do. I'm up for it.
I'm losing you a bit, bro.
You hear me?
You there?
Yeah, FSG are probably trying to block this as well. F them. Can you hear me now?
You still there, yeah?
I'm gonna go out and come back in.
All right. Sil Rose, thank you for your super chat, bro. Blessing in disguise, seeing their true colors, 100%. Let's see what the people are saying. Yeah, they've lost the sponsorship already. That's mad. Cal was reading out the statement to me earlier on. So already, you know what I mean? They did this to gain money and they're already losing money. It was one of the sponsors I didn't even know we had. So I'm not quite sure how much money was involved in it. But look, sponsorship is a sponsorship. You know what I'm saying? Yes, people smash that like button for us. Thanks for joining us as well. I know it's late. We were both just chilled up in bed, boxer shorts, chilling. And we thought, no, we got to talk to the people. This is a mad one.
Am I right now?
Yeah, see,
Okay.
this is the type of stuff that I'm worrying about. FSG might move like Mike Ashley now until they sell. This is what I'm saying. And we're the ones who are going to be punished for that. Do you know what I mean? We've got a squad that is in bad need of like rejuvenation and whatnot. We ain't even in a position where we can deal with like a year or two of not really doing anything. Like, we got a comeback to make here. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. I'm a little bit more, even though I'm extremely over the moon with this all, like, you know, not happening and all that kind of stuff. Now I'm worried about the ramifications of all of this afterwards. This ain't just like, yeah, we're not going to the Super League. Boom, everything's cool. Now there's a whole load of stuff that's gonna come with this. Like, it's mad. Have I got you back, Cal? Are you still out?
I don't know. You're gonna have to tell me, bro.
Yeah, you kind of seem all right. Certain man is saying Mumsy heard all the swearing and she come and lock off the Wi-Fi.
Callum, what is that?
It's a bit mad
Gonna
though
read
that
some of these super chats. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah.
All right, cool. So the Fire Blaster says Liverpool fans treat Hendo like crap for years. No apology, no loyalty. No one is perfect. Faux outrage about loyalty and FSG fans are cowards too. Yeah, we have to take some responsibility as well. We do have to take some responsibility. Radu, it's time to return what matters. Love the game and stop asking for unrealistic transfers. Buying glory was never our style. FSG out. Kadir says FSG plan was the Super League all along. This is over why they were willing to sell, and Liverpool was a brand that we should be able to attract new owners. Agreed.
We should be.
Ace Bet Limited. I'm worried if FSG don't go, Klopp will. Bayern need a new manager in the summer. I can't see how Klopp will want to work under FSG going forward. It's a good point.
Don't put that in the atmosphere,
as
man.
Well.
Don't put that in the atmosphere, man.
Slyros one. Apparently, UEFA offered money for 6 to leave this. I wouldn't be surprised. They're all as
here's the thing.
Other.
Here's the thing. Let's not start acting like UEFA and FIFA are the good guys. They've been screwing people over for decades. So, you know what I mean? Let's not just be like, oh, yeah, everybody's on it. Everyone's on it. And to be honest, I'm kind of hoping it woke them up to make them realize that they can't just do what they want either, because they seem to remember, next season, we just got to randomly stop halfway through another World Cup. They've created all these international tournaments that make all these extra games. And as Pep said today, shout out Pep, he said it well. Lewandowski got injured in a game that shouldn't have happened for international duty. And that cost Bayern Munich a place in the semi-final. Because I think after watching both those games and seeing how close it was, we can all say Lewandowski could have made a massive difference to that time. Massive difference. Yeah. In fact, I think Bayern go through if he's playing, if I'm being quite honest with you. Like, let's just keep it real. We're talking about the best gunman in European football. I think if Lewandowski's playing in that game, considering it ended 3-3 and PSG went for an away goals, I think Bayern smoked them in the end with Lewandowski playing. So Bayern Munich are effectively out for an international tournament that UEFA didn't need to make happen, or games that they didn't need to make happen.
Yeah.
So do you know what I mean? Let's not act like there ain't everyone just only looking out for themselves here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Joey Ingles, keep up, and they do. We riot. Simple as we riot. Yafu says, forgive FSG if they sign 250 million in the if they spend 250 million in transfer window. No, money can't buy me. I want them out. I want them out. Compromise. I want them out of the club. Zlatan says, the reason I started loving Liverpool is when I saw John Barnes for the first time when I was only 5 years old. I've never felt defeated as I did in the past 48 hours. Captain England made us proud today. Oh, captain, my captain.
I definitely feel
Musa
like it's time
LFC
to
21 says, Cow, I just sent you a tweet. That should have happened ages ago. I love Kane, fantastic footballer, but he ain't a captain like Henderson. And this isn't the first time. Remember with the whole NHS stuff as well. Henderson led that.
Bro, Henderson's done a bag of stuff, bro. Even people being bullied online.
Cal just sent you a tweet. Yeah. Just sent you a tweet. UEFA just pulled a fast one on everyone. But this isn't the end. UEFA, FIFA, and FA, all these guys are next, including Sky and BT. Yeah, they should be. King 2002, give them the Rangers treatment, put them down to League Two. No. We didn't do anything as a club. The owners did something.
That's what I'm saying. We can't be punished for that. I ain't watching Division 1 football because the owners don't care about us. Come on, guys.
No. Chazzy said the 50+1 rule needed, but that's not all. Clubs like Schalke and Hamburg put in the ground due to bad management, even with fan majority control. That's very true. Timmy says, can't wait to ruin FSG now. Yeah, it's as real as that.
I'm worried they're going to try and ruin us. That's what I'm worried about.
Yeah, shout out to Andre again. Remember when Sterling and Gomez had the beef? Who sorted that? Henderson. Like, put some respect on his name, man. Zed, you said I've missed your super chat. Just write your message again and I'll get that read out. Eric, how do we get FSG? How do we get at FSG? They will hide over in the USA. We hit them where it hurts, innit? If we got to do what we got to do, we don't turn up to games. We protest at games. We walk out at certain minutes in the games. We have got more power than we realize, as we've just proven in the last 48 hours. Let's start using it. Let's stop being afraid of these wannabe owners. They're not owners of our club. They're not. We're their plaything. We're their side chick. That's what we are. We have got a lot more power than we realize, and it's time for us to actually start using it. Stop being afraid of these mugs. They're just rich people. That's all they are. They got no special power. They're just rich. That's it. They love money more than anything. So we hit them where it hurts. Hit them with the money. Hit them with their reputation. That's what we do. We can't back down now. Can't do that now. We deal with this. We don't back down from this. This is where we dig our claws in even more. This is where we dig our heels in even more. We don't back down now. This is just the beginning of the fight. This is just the beginning of the fight. We go at them harder than we've gone at them before.
You know, look, this is such a good point from Promo. I bought the night kick because of the 20%. And it hasn't been used for anything. And you know what? I feel like there's a lot of fans who are like Promo. They think, you know what? We buy the merch. It gives the club actual revenue. This can help. And I think a lot of people went into it thinking about that. And look, for real, I doubt it's going to do anything but just make them richer. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's peak, bro. It's peak.
That's disgusting,
actually peak, man. But yeah, it's mad. We're all unified now. I've been ridiculed for a minute still from some people for saying FSG out. enough, man. Even one or two of my brethren have been like, you're ungrateful. Look what we won with them in control. How can you be like that? I'm like, because I see the bigger picture.
Yeah.
We won in spite of them, not because of them.
Yeah.
You saw it, Roy Hodgson days. Like, we've had some dark that listen, as Cal always says, they've been in charge of the club for nearly, or they've owned the club, sorry, for nearly 11 years. And we've only had 2/3 actual trophy-based successful seasons. Yeah. You can't turn around and tell me that we can look at the small portion and big that up and then not look at what happened in all the other parts. The majority of the time they've been in charge, we haven't done anything. You know what I mean? It's what it is, man.
What I say to that as well, Drift. Why don't we? And I've said this a few times. Why don't we have the same energy to our owners as we would towards players? Because when Naby Keita or Ox or Firmino or Mane or any of our players have a bad game, we're straight onto them. If they have a bad season, get them out. They've got to go. What about the owners? How many bad seasons are they allowed to have? How many bad decisions are they allowed to make? Because if this is the equivalent of a footballer, right now they probably had about 6 red cards in 7 games. Cost us about 6 of those games. Would we still want them at the club? No. So why are we not having that same energy with these owners?
No,
Get
real,
these
man.
lot out.
Real. I've been seeing Mane get smoked. You need to push that energy onto the owners now, mate. Leave Sadio alone.
Sly Ross one says Perez saw the English clubs as an opportunity to pay Madrid's debt. Shows how pathetic our owners are. Hit them where it hurts and don't buy merchandise. I'm so glad you said that. You see, Perez, he's probably the smartest, but also the most stupid person in the room. He got everyone on board with this idea and then went and did an interview and baited himself out. He is football's equivalent of OJ Simpson. That's what he is. He is that stupid. We all know he only cares about Real Madrid. Real Madrid can't get funded from the government at the moment because there is no money there because of the whole pandemic. This guy's gone out and gone to these money-grabbing, hungry idiots and said, you know what, yeah, let's do this. And he's got his way because he wanted Real Madrid to have the most money. And he almost secured it. You have to hand it to him. But what he didn't realize is that us human beings, us fans of football, we're not stupid. Man turned around and said 16 to 24-year-olds don't want to watch football. Are you stupid? Are you stupid? Don't want to watch football. Maybe they'll watch football if you start putting ticket prices down. Maybe they'll start watching more football when you start making it more accessible to people around the world. That's
or maybe he's just got to realize that people between 16 to 24 are effectively the brokest grown-ups there are. There's always going to be exceptions to the rules, but at that age, you're a student. You still, you know what I mean? You're starting your life. So you don't have money to do things that grown-ups will do, innit? So, like, of course they're gonna be the people. Like, if you're 16, you can only go to the game if your mum and dad pay for the ticket.
Facts.
You get what I'm saying? Like, how are you gonna put down somebody for their age when they're an age where a lot of their life isn't in their control at that point? Like, come on, man, bloody hell.
And Stephen O'Connor, shout out to Stephen O'Connor. It's an insult to the younger generation. They're the future of football. Facts. Delwyn. I've been emotional today, but I'm glad it's not going to happen. Can't believe the state of that club statement. No apology is a disgrace. I will never forget of the day that makes me feel #FSG out.
You know what, say? Can I just touch on that just quickly, guys?
Yeah,
I'm not fussed that they haven't apologized. Do you know why? Because I don't need a fake apology anyway. Let's keep it real, guys. The apology would be fake. It would be fake. Don't patronize me. Do you know what I'm saying? By giving me a fake apology. I would rather you just was real. You pull out, you do your thing, and you keep it moving. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's nothing worse in the world than a fake apology. Let's be real. You know what I mean? It's condescending, it's patronizing. I don't need it. You know what I mean? So I get where you lot are coming from in one sense, but let's keep it real. Kroenke apologized. Do you really feel like there was any legitimacy in that?
No, but you still do it. You still do it though, bro. You still do it.
Yeah, but when I know it's fake, but I'm not saying don't do it, but what I'm saying is it's not gonna bother me because I know it's fake. Any of these apologies are fake. They're fake, man. It's a fake apology. You know what I mean? So try not to get too bothered that they're not apologizing, because go ask Arsenal fans about Kroenke. I don't think that apology is legit, to be honest with you. He's been smoking them guys for about 10 years.
Yeah, continues to do it. Faceless London said Cal's new trim makes him look like a young Lennox Lewis. You guys are the best. Makes my day, this show. I don't know if that's a compliment or not. Lennox could box though still, so I'll take it. Florentino Perez featuring Adele, we could have had it all. Now he's rolling in the deep, innit? Chazzy says, thank you for your super chat, Chazzy. Zlatan Ibra, FSG have a weak pull-out game. They just have weak game, full stop. They probably can't even pump.
As Cardi B would say, make that pull-out game weak.
I don't think they can pump, let alone have a pull-out game. Eric 22B, why haven't there been anything about coming out about the Italians or the Spanish fans like us in the UK because their teams are skint? I can't speak for those fans because we don't know about their communities. We don't know how they voice their opinions, but I can only speak about the club that I love, and that's Liverpool. Like, with all due respect, like, I don't really care too much about the other clubs. I only care about what Liverpool does. To hear Qureshi, the one cup Tottenham could have won was the ESL. Nah, they couldn't have won that cup. I'm just being real. I actually don't have like anything against Tottenham, but they couldn't have won that. Chazzy says, my super chat bugged. I was meant to ask, do you think these men will attempt a Super League again in 5 years? If they do, they're stupid. Like, all that needs to happen. If you want to create another entity of a league, speak to the current governing bodies. Everyone sit down around the table and make it happen. But you involve the managers, you involve the players. Like, do you know, it's crazy how the players and the managers found out at the same time we did. Can you imagine that? Do you know what that's like? That's like me, Matt, and Drifty being on Kopish, and then I say to Matt, we do a show, and then during the show I say, right guys, I'm leaving, never gonna see me again. And Matt and Drifter just there like, what? And I'm like, yeah, I'm just announcing it. I'm leaving, I'm never coming back. Like you know that phone call after the show? It wouldn't be pretty. And rightly so, because that's a conversation you have with your partners or people that you are working with before you tell the rest of the world. The rest, in the same way, if there is something going on in your household, you speak to whoever's in your household before you go and speak to the rest of the world about it. It is basic. It is basic common sense. Like, life is not that hard when you use common sense. And they've not used common sense here. They've tried a quick money grab, and it's come back to slap them in the face. And I hope it backhands them as well. With rings on. And bad knuckles. I want it all. I want it absolutely all.
Interesting take from Dev. So 1 second. As a fan from the US, I was excited that I'd be able to watch Liverpool games in New York or LA. However, I'm also against that it was all done out of greed. Glad the issue got sorted. It's a fair point. I guess we forget that there are actually people around the world that would like it to be easier to watch the team. But as I said, that's why you try and find a way to do it properly. You don't do it behind everyone's back. Just, you know what I mean? And if you do take it around the world, take it around the world so people like Dev actually can watch the game. Don't just think about how much money they have. I can't remember who it was. It might have even been Graham Souness that I heard talking about it. But basically, there's like 8 times as many people around the world as there are in Europe. And they basically feel like they've milked all the Europeans. So let's go and make the money from everybody else, basically. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Shout out to Stefan Small. We used to play football with Stefan, so shout out to Stefan for that super chat. M to the O says players ain't attacked in unity like this all season. M to the O, man.
with the subtle shade on the front players, you know.
Oh, M to the O, man. Yes, the comment's correct, M to the O, but timing, bro, man. Timing. Save that for a Monday Night Live or a Rival Watch, bro, man.
Hey, do you know what's funny? Do you remember about? I think it was just before the Chelsea game when we found out that Chelsea and City were pulling out, and I said to you, look, do you think it's because they realised they're the only ones left in Europe and they got shook? Because remember, they were going to get dashed out of the Champions League. And Man City are probably thinking this is the best chance we've ever had to win it. They must have thought, yeah, we better pull out of this real quick, guys. Real quick.
Yeah. And again, I don't think they should be punished as clubs. I think the owners should be punished.
By the way, Zed,
your comments
keep seeing your message
through
about the missed message, but not actually the message. Type your message again, bro.
Yeah, it's generally not coming through, Zed. Donovan, my bro said that the European Super Spliff for 420. Oh, that is good. Yafu, what Liverpool players do you think were pro ESL? Probably none after Henderson got them on a group chat.
Yeah. You know, I was actually going to be shady, but I'm not going to.
I'll be honest with you. There's
only one player that I think might be, but I'm not going to be shady.
Sly Ross 1, incoming FSG say we've got bills, Perez's lawsuit. They've always got bills to pay. And if they don't spend any money this summer or they enforce sell to buy, are we going to be sitting here surprised? Are we going to be sitting here saying, oh, well, if we were in the ESL, we wouldn't have done that? Of course we would have. Even in the ESL, they were saying you could only spend 55% of your revenue. FSG would have still done it. We'd have still been sell to buy. The only difference is they would have been guaranteed to make stupid amount of money because we would never have been relegated or excluded from a competition that brings in the most money. They don't care about success. They care about the money we make. It's basics. I've said it to Drift. As long as we get top 4 every season, anything else is a bonus for FSG. They don't care about anything else. Top 4 is all they care about. Champions League football is all they care about. If we win anything else extra, it's a bonus. It's not what they want. They don't care. They do not care. They probably don't even check our results. They don't care. Zed, disgusting, insulting, and despicable statements by LFC. Zero apology. FSG out. Check Arsenal's lengthy statement. That's how you do it. Respect Arsenal Football Club. Facts. Arsenal did it as right as they could have, considering the nonsense they pulled. They did. It's like they just wrote a text message in it. Said just whack this up on the website, please. They don't care. They never have cared about Liverpool like that. And that was my frustration. And this is why we've been going back and forth with different sets of fans and saying they don't care. They don't. We've been saying it for years now on the channel.
Well, bro, here's the wickedest. By the way, Yusuf, no, you can still get your LFC, your Leeds reviewing. I'm going to drop that in the morning. So I'll add it if you do want to send it in now. And that's to anyone as well. It's been a busy day, so you're lucky we've got a little bit extra time. But get that in ASAP. Bro, it was telling when Joe Glazer, was the one whose statement was up on the Liverpool website. I mean, Cal, a Man United guy, and they're using his statement on the Liverpool. Like, have they forgotten the beef? We've all united to do what we have to do here, and that's when you all come together, where the enemy is my friend and all that stuff, yeah? But Man United are and forever will be the enemy, you know what I mean? Putting all this aside, and the man there is up on our website. Come on, man. Yeah. What's going on, bro?
They've been cowards from the beginning. M to the O. US owners didn't clock how he rolled in the UK. Well, if you don't know, now you know. I won't use the last word of that song.
You know.
Last one. Adrian was pro ESL, new 200k 5-year bumper contract. Oh boy! Shout out to Chris Brack from LFC Day Trippers. Make sure you check out Day Trippers. I think James Redmond was in the chat as well. Go and check out James Redmond. So Dave LFC's chats. Go and check out Dave's LFC's chats. Trying to think, was there any Ryan LFC? I saw Ryan LFC in the chat. Go and check him out. I saw Welford TV as well. Go and check him out. Go and support these other Liverpool channels just like you support us as well, please, people. Chris Brack, even Ben the Mirage Davies appeared to say no to the Super League. That's when you know it's a bad idea when else is against to Chris.
So we're losing you a bit,
Terry
Cal.
Williams, how am I now?
Cal?
Am I good? I'll come.
All right, cool. Terry Willis at Carlton Drift, remember, one of their first statements they were caught saying was, "We will take money from LFC to NFL, not NFL to LFC. Fuckers out." Yeah, we've known for a minute, man. We've known for a minute, man. They were always in it for themselves. And that's why I always said to people, when people were saying that they built us up and stuff, I say, yeah, and credit to them. They've done a fabulous job business-wise from taking us from where we were and commercially building us up. But it was always for their own gain. It wasn't for us to benefit from it because they don't spend any money. It was always so they could shut us off for profit. That's always been the aim, man. They weren't doing it for us.
Yeah. M to the O, you know it's serious when Redmen TV or FSG out. Also, Genie would have been pro ESL. Only way he was going to get that payback. Just on Redmen, I'll be honest. I've like worked with Redmen a bit recently, and to be honest, they're not pro FSG like people think. Like we've had conversations. They've just sort of sat on the fence with it all. They're just not probably like I am, where I'm just being like, no, I'm FSG out. So I mean, the fact that they've come out and said FSG out obviously is a big thing because they have not sort of picked a side. But I don't think they're as pro as people think. I think they're just probably let things play out a bit more than I do. I probably jump to conclusions a bit quicker than others. And
Just for Donovan, who just asked who our previous owners were, actual Cowboys. So yeah, the less said about them, is, you know what I mean.
And I'm glad you mentioned that, Drift, because obviously we spoke offline about this, saying that there's going to be sections of the fan. I think me and Chris Brack spoke about this as well, saying how if we do sell, there's going to be a lot of nervousness around who we sell to, because it's, as you said, it's better the devil you know than the devil you don't. But at this point, we'll never know. In it, it's like being in a bad job. You could be in a terrible job and you could either stick it out or you could go somewhere else. And yeah, your next job might not be as good, but you know what? There's a chance it could be better as well. Sometimes you just have to take that risk. And I think now we've got to do it. These lot have showed their hands. There's nothing they can do that will show that they love the club now. Like there's nothing they can do.
Oh yeah, no, we have to take the plunge. But why I was saying it to you is based on the new owners. We can't just think everything will be great straight away, because we've got to hope that they come in with the right intentions and don't turn around and do something to us. You know what I mean? Like you don't want to keep on going from one bad relationship to another. You know what I'm saying? Like let's be honest. From when the Moore family sold up to Hicks and Gillette, it's never been right. Do you know what I mean? Like it's never been right ever since. And we're going back. I'm trying to wrap my 18 years. Am I right?
Yeah, it's back in 2007, wasn't it? So 14 years. Because our first summer under them was after we lost in the Champions League final. I think we bought Babel, Torres, etc.
Was it that far? Wasn't it a bit further back than that?
No, it wasn't. No, it's 2007.
Okay, fair enough. 14 years then, it's still a long time of just madness. You know what I mean?
Yeah. M to the O says scenes when LFC, Chelsea, and United fans and City joined ESL again. This was just applied to get Arsenal and Spurs out. M to the O. I've got to hand it. M to the O has been a comedy relief on the channel this evening. So shout out to M to the O.
No, yes.
Slyros one Leeds game I didn't care about actually mattered. Yeah, we said that as well.
And you know what? Even though it's a much smaller deal in the greater scheme of things, obviously we was talking while the game was on count, and I said those two drop points yesterday, even worse after Brighton pulling off a masterclass at Stamford Bridge tonight. Yeah, we would have been joint. I know we would have probably been fifth on goal difference, but we'd have had level points, man, and would have been right back in the game. Now we're still behind because we messed up, man. Well, Brighton played bloody well today, bro. They played well, man. Yeah, man.
They did. Drift, anything else you want to say before we say goodnight to the people?
I mean, thanks everyone for jumping in. I know it was a spontaneous show, but we've had over 11,000 for the majority of the show. So big up everyone. I know obviously everybody's like in the same joyous mood that we're out. I'm gonna sleep on it. My headache seems to have gone miraculously. I've had a headache all day, like I told you already, and Liverpool have pulled out, and now I feel all right. I told you, man, it's kind of crazy how the emotions are linked to this club, but we move. We mobilize, and we wait for this cold summer.
For real.
But big up everyone. Smash a like on the button. Smash a like for us. Smash a like if you want FSG out. That's what I'm saying right now.
What are you saying, Drew?
I know right now. No, right now. I gotta be in the mood for that, guys.
Chris Brack's such a troublemaker, by the way. Go and shout out.
I know. No, but you know what? The next show that we do, in fact, we might have moved back tomorrow. It'll be daytime. I'll be energized. Like, come on, man. To be ravishing, I gotta be in the mood, man. You know what I mean? As Cal said, man, I have to take off the do-rag, everything.
Yeah. I had to throw in some tracksuit bottoms and everything just in case I had to stand up quick and everything as well. Once you got to quickly run out of the room and you just realise, oh no, I showed it on camera.
Yeah.
And guys, thank you very much for joining us. As we said, impromptu show. One last super chat before we go. Edmund58, not blaming the fans, but do you guys think the Big Six fans' expectations of constantly being at the top fostered the current environment? I think it's a very good question to ask, but no, I think this is the greed of the owners wanting more. Personally, but I get the question. I think is a very, very good question to ask, but no, in this particular situation, this is owners being greedy and wanting more.
Yeah. Although there's still a small part of me that feels like UEFA and FIFA did need the wake-up call that they can't just keep doing whatever they want whenever they want, and everyone's got to bow down to them as well. You know what I mean?
Said I missed your super chat. Let me know what it was, please, bro, because I didn't see anything come through. Couple of you asking for the American impersonation. I don't know if I've got it in me because I'm so angry with them lot right now that I don't even want to mock it at the moment.
And it's late. This is what I'm saying. I'm not gonna lie. I'm exhausted.
I've had a really long day. I've been up since 7. Went
mad.
gym. Had a full day of work. Worked after work. Kept up with all this news, and we're filming now. So the energy levels ain't strong. I'm not gonna lie, guys. Plus, I'm just really peed off with those guys to the point where I don't want to make jokes about them.
Yeah, I can feel the weight on my eyes, but you know what had to be done, and as I said again, big up everyone who jumped in. You know what I mean? It's a good day.
Sorry, 1975 Jamrock. So you asked what other ways could revenue be made. So for a start, the night deal, as we've been promised, we get 20% of everything. That's a start. Spending more money in January could have secured us top 4 by now, which could have made us more money. And getting different deals pushed through, that could have secured us more money. Getting better players, which improves the squad, which makes us more successful on the pitch, another way to make money. there's a plethora of things they could have done. Again, it's not my preferred option. They could have taken out a loan and paid it back, or the club pay them back. In the same way, I mean, everyone talks about FSG building the stand. We technically paid for that as the club. Like they fronted up the money and we paid them back. So technically we paid it. So there, in my opinion, 1975 Jamrock, yeah, were other ways of doing it. M to the O, allow everything. FSG stopped Cal flexing his new fade. Mans weren't meant to hide their sisters, mums, etc. Yeah. It's been one of them weeks, man. It's been one of them weeks. But look, people, as we said, thank you so much for joining us. Do keep up with us on social media. We're going to be back. What's the day today? It's Wednesday tomorrow, isn't it? Yeah, just keep up to date with us on social media, and we'll see what's coming out and when we're next doing another video. We can't really plan much at the moment with everything that's going on. So please do keep up to date. FSG bought the club on a lie when they were told FFP would be enforced. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Not going to deny that. That's a defeat of UEFA. But at the same time, FSG have made a multitude of mistakes. So yeah, they're not getting out of jail with this one. Oh, I am. Trust me. Oh, I am. Believe me. Shout out Imran. They definitely will be getting a call tomorrow. I know why it's happening as well, because my contract's up with them and I've threatened to leave already because I wanted a better deal. So they're basically trying to pull an FSG on me. Ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen. Yeah. But people, enough love to you all. Until next time, stay safe, stay blessed. We are Kopish and we are out, people. Take care.
Peace.